The Big House gets the Saturday night spotlight as number 14 Michigan welcomes Western Michigan under clear skies and a comfortable 78-degree kickoff temperature. The Broncos arrive after an outstanding 10-4 season that saw them capture the MAC championship and finish with a Myrtle Beach Bowl victory over Kennesaw State. Leading the way is preseason first-team All-MAC senior running back Jalen Buckley, one of the conference's most dangerous offensive weapons. Michigan enters after a solid 9-4 campaign, though the Wolverines closed the year with a Citrus Bowl loss to Texas and had all sorts of controversy in the offseason. Now they look to set the tone in 2026 with a brand new head coach and preseason second-team All-Big Ten junior defensive end John Henry Daly anchoring a defense expected to make life difficult for the Broncos. Western Michigan has already proven it can win championships, but facing Michigan inside the Big House presents an entirely different challenge. The Wolverines have the talent and home field advantage, while the Broncos have plenty of confidence of their own. Under the lights in Ann Arbor, it's time to find out who can set the tone. It's the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the 14th-ranked Michigan Wolverines coming up next.
Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. Today, a battle in the Great Lakes State, and from the Yoopers to those in the Mitten, all Michiganders will be focused on this showdown. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. The Wolverines kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Western Michigan's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out wide left, it's Parks. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Second and long here. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. They're all over it. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. So the Michigan Wolverines offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And let's take a look at this dynamic young guy, Andrew Marsh. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Running inside, it's Buckley. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Parks. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Sets his feet. It's Petty. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double-team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down. Marker 4th down coming. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here's Underwood to throw. Lets it fly. Almost picked off. Long way to go on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. From the gun, it's Buckley. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. We'll send the tight end in motion. On the RPO, got him. Could not make his way to the corner. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Whoa, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Off-play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Bring him down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Underwood. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Buchanan. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Give to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Turns up, it's Marsh. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. To the air, it's Petty. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Buchanan. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Play number 9 on this drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then beep, 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 put that thing in reverse. The last 2 plays, this offense got to get back to doing what got him here.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Could not make his way to the corner. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Petty. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Kick is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Calls his own number. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
The throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense set for a first down play.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Underwood. Fires deep toward the end zone. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Rid of it on the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Burrowing for yardage. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Turns it upfield. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's Underwood to throw. Look out! He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Touchdown, Wolverines! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move, it's Buckley. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Missouri State sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now over to your game inside the Big House. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. Hits inside, it's Buckley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Selling the fake. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The give. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Hansen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Rushes on. He put some heat on that one down the middle. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got it behind the line. It's Buckley. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Out wide right, it's Brooks. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Underwood. Got his man. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Long way to go on second down. Underwood on the play action. They're working that left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fights off a defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Again, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buchanan. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. To the air, it's Petty. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Broncos will punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Offside.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. They'll run the counter. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Jukes his way for more. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marshall. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Play action with Underwood. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Underwood. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Western Michigan, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it on the option. Shakes off the defender. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Straight ahead, it's Buckley. Swamped immediately. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Leaves it short. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's going for a big play downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Good, strong tackle. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. He splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And no chance at a return here.
All right, I think with only 3:21 left, we can probably afford to get the backup some reps here and avoid some injuries to the starters.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Pulls it. He'll try to get to the marker himself. First carry of the season for this transfer. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick give, it's Buckley. Enough to move the chains. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 35, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So number 14, Michigan rolls 34-0 over in-state rival, in quotes, Western Michigan. Western Michigan probably thought they had a decent chance in this, coming off a solid year last year. Michigan, with all the offseason drama, but new head coach Kyle Whittingham got Michigan into shape clearly. Huge day from Bryce Underwood, the Michigan quarterback, and Michigan rolls 34-0. Looking at the team stats here, the Wolverines had the edge, significant edge, in first downs 26-8. By the way, the Western Michigan quarterback got hurt, I think, in the first quarter. That didn't help the Broncos' cause much either. Total offense, Michigan had the edge, 422-134. Rushing, Western Michigan, thanks to some long runs by Jalen Buckley in the last minute there, had the edge in rushing, 133-83. Passing yards, Michigan had a 339-1 edge in passing yards. Dear Lord, Western Michigan. Third down conversion percentage, Michigan had the edge, 45% to 25%. Neither team had a turnover, and Michigan won the time of possession battle by exactly 3 minutes. Looking at the player stats, Bryce Underwood for Michigan finishes 35 for 45 for 339 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. Great day for him. He also had some rushing touchdowns. We'll see. Western Michigan's Brock Lowry could only go 1 of 2 before his injury. They put in the backup Trey Petty, and he could only go 5 of 12 for 1 yard, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading rusher for Western Michigan, they probably should have handed the ball off a whole lot more to Jalen Buckley. He's had some long runs in the last minute of the game there. 14 carries for 107 yards for him. Michigan was led by Savion Heiter, 9 carries for 58 yards, and Bryce Underwood had 1 rushing touchdown to add to his 3 passing touchdowns. Leading receiver for Michigan was Andrew Marsh, 8 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. J.J. Buchanan also caught a touchdown pass. Western Michigan's leading receiver, Adam Parks, 2 catches, 2 yards for him. Leading blocker for Western Michigan, tied between Adam Parks and Ben Roebuck, each with 4 pancakes. For Michigan, it was a tie between J.J. Buchanan and Blake Frazier, each had 5 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Wolverines, they were led in total tackles by Troy Bowles with 12. He also led the team in tackles for loss with 6, and he led the team in sacks with 2. No interceptions for Michigan. For Western Michigan, no interceptions. Darius Moss had their only sack of the game. Dae McCullough led the team in tackles for loss with 3, and Dominic Moon led the team in total tackles with 9. Kicking stats, no kicks attempted for Western Michigan. For Michigan, Blaine Bell made both of his field goal attempts, had a long of 27, and he was 4 of 4 on extra points. Punting for Michigan, Brett Sykes had 4 punts for an average of 38.2 yards per punt. For Western Michigan, Ryan Milmore had 8 punts for an average of 48.1 yards per punt. Kick returns for Western Michigan, Cortland Barnett had 3 returns for an average of 19.6 yards per return, and Cole Cabana, I feel like I know that name, had 1 return for 17 yards. For Michigan, no kickoff returns for them. Punt returns, Michigan's Taylor Tatum had 4 returns for an average of 3.2 yards per return. And Western Michigan's Cortland Barnett had 2 returns for an average of 2 yards per return. Scoring summary, no scoring in the first quarter. Second quarter, Michigan gets on the board with an 18-yard touchdown pass from Bryce Underwood to Andrew Marsh, then gets a 27-yard field goal from Blaine Bell, and then a 3-yard touchdown pass from Underwood to Marsh again. It was 17-0 Wolverines at the halftime break. In the third quarter, Underwood finds J.J. Buchanan from 21 yards out to take a 24-0 lead going into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, Bryce Underwood gets a 4-yard touchdown run, and then Michigan gets a 23-yard field goal from Blaine Bell. That gives you your final score of number 14 Michigan 34, Western Michigan 0. All the high hopes that the Broncos had coming into this battle to upset their in-state big school rival fall apart as the injury to the quarterback starts the process, but then Michigan just dominates 34-0. Headline says defensive dominance. Michigan's defense overwhelms, frustrates Western Michigan in shutout victory. Highlighted players are Jarvarius Sims for Western Michigan and Andrew Marsh for Michigan. See, Michigan led in everything except for rushing yards, and that got them the win today to go to 1-0 in 2026. Next game coming your way in week 1 is going to be FCS Midwest at Bowling Green, another 8 p.m. kickoff. But until then, from Ann Arbor, Michigan, the 14th ranked Michigan Wolverines take care of business against Western Michigan 34-0. And we will see you next time.